I am done with Gleyber Torres. I've been holding off on making a video like this because it is a long season. You're going to start off slow in some years. There's a chance you could always pick it up. But at this point, I don't even think Gleyber Torres wants to even get better. I don't think he's even trying. What he pulled today, down only 2 now, 9-7, after Aaron Judge hit one of the most heroic home runs of this season so far, hitting a grand slam to give us a chance in a game we had no business being in. Gleyber Torres immediately comes up, hits a short ground ball. It was a slow ground ball that Francisco Lindor had to charge. Once he saw the way Gleyber Torres was running out of the box, he stopped, let the ball come to him, and made a throw. Gleyber Torres wasn't even halfway to the bag. To defend Gleyber a tiny bit, Aaron Boone did go to the media and say Gleyber Torres is working with a little bit of a groin issue, so he didn't want to aggravate it, busting down the line. It's an accumulation of things. It's not just this. This looked terrible. This was a horrific look. It's the dropped fly ball against LA. It's the missed ground ball in this game where if he gets that ground ball, we're tied in that moment, and he wouldn't have even had to do that for us to get to extra inning. If he would have just made a simple fucking play on a ground ball with the infield in, we had a chance to win this game and sort of get over this rough patch that we've been in. What I've seen out of Gleyber Torres is a lack of effort at a level that is very concerning. I don't know if he's trying to be Robinson Cano too much, because Robinson Cano was smooth. He at times it looked lazy, the way he would throw it, the way he would get to a ball. But you know what he was? He was a good fielder, because just because he was being it looked like he was being lackadaisical with it, he made the plays. He fielded his position at a high level. What we're seeing out of Gleyber Torres is the lackadaisical plus not being able to field your position. It is unacceptable that he is still playing at this moment. You have Oswald Peraza that you brought up for a singular game just to be a bench bat when he could play second base. He's right there. If Gleyber Torres is working with a groin injury that is not allowing him to play the sport that he is paid to do, sit him. Some of these younger guys get a crack. Oswald Peraza's been begging for a crack at that since 2022. We finally have an opportunity to do it. You could make that move. No one would bat an eye because of how bad Gleyber Torres has been. And it's not just how lackadaisical he's been, because that's very bad. But at the plate, he's not even producing. Today was one of the 3 guys who struck out with the bases loaded after we got bases loaded, no outs in the first inning. And his was probably the worst. He's swinging at pitches nowhere near the zone. Some of these curveballs he was swinging at today, I don't know what he's looking at. Doesn't look like he's actually trying when he steps on the baseball field in pinstripe. And it's a damn shame, because for a while, Gleyber Torres was one of the more consistent bats in this lineup. You said to yourself, well, if Judge gets injured and Stanton has a very off year, the one thing you can guarantee at times is that Gleyber is going to give you 15 to 20 bombs. He had a bad 2021, stepped up big time in 2022. 2023 was another pretty good year. And then now in this year, it's his contract year. This is the year he was supposed to prove to teams, I'm worth giving a big contract to. And I don't know if it's the pressure that's getting to him or the fact that he doesn't want to be on this team. Literally an injury that is being kept behind closed doors that's more serious than we know. But no matter what it is a terrible look. Knowing how bad the Yankees have struggled over the past week and a half, that we're still starting Gleyber Torres as he's playing like this. There's no chance after the season the Yankees front office is going to tender him a contract. The team already was non-committal to Gleyber Torres. They tried a couple years ago to trade him for Jesus Luzardo. The deal fell through on the Marlins end. We said, yeah, it's fine. Take Gleyber Torres. The Marlins had cold feet. So the Yankees front office has never been 100% committed to Gleyber Torres being the second baseman for the New York Yankees. There are ways you can fix this. It starts by getting Gleyber Torres off this team. Yes, I think the Yankees should add him into a trade. I don't think you can trade him on his own. A, because if you do it by the trade deadline, there's about 2 months left on his contract. And B, he's not giving you shit anyway. So this is the trade that I think the Yankees should pull off. And before people start coming at me about how this player I want the Yankees to get doesn't do things the Yankee way, well, Juan Soto doesn't do things the Yankee way. He is still a Yankee, and we're hoping he stays a Yankee for years to come. Alex Verdugo doesn't do things the Yankee way, wearing 3-4 chains on the field. And you know what? He's produced. He's in a bit of a slump right now, but he has produced overall this season. So this is the trade package I have set up. The Yankees get Jazz Chisholm Jr. And before people talk about it, yes, he is playing center field right now, but his natural position is shortstop, but he didn't have the best numbers at short. They moved him to second, automatically got his numbers better. He is a better second baseman. Basically, another version of what Gleyber Torres was when he came up. So yes, Jazz Chisholm can be a second baseman. So yes, the Yankees get Jazz Chisholm. The Marlins, Everson Pereira, they get Chase Hampton, and you throw Gleyber Torres in there. You give the Marlins prospects they could build around. Everson Pereira has had his chances in the major league, but for the most part, he is blocked. Part of the reason why he hasn't gotten an even bigger chance. Chase Hampton didn't earn the spot and is a top 100 prospect that would entice the Marlins, knowing that Jesus Luzardo might be on the trade market. They need to filter in more minor league pitching arm. You wanted a top 100 prospect to get for Jazz. That's Chase Hampton. You wanted pitching? Chase Hampton as well. You want outfield help that can be in that top 100 prospect field? Everson Pereira is that guy. And then you get Gleyber Torres because the Marlins have wanted Gleyber Torres for a while, and because the Yankees are going to want to get rid of his contract. Get rid of it. If the Marlins want to keep Gleyber Torres through some of their rebuild to have a veteran presence, they'll have a chance to show him what Miami's all about, get him interested in staying in Miami. It seems like it could be a win-win all around. They want to get rid of Jazz Chisholm. It's been widely noted, and the reason why I made the trade I did, Bleacher Report put out an article on the best trades for Jazz Chisholm. On May 8th, the best trade that they had was the Kansas City Royals, and they gave up 3 to 4 prospects, and none of them were in the top 100. I believe that if you gave the Marlins one top 100 prospect that you are not totally committed to, a la Chase Hampton, an outfield prospect that's not in the top 100, but is in the top 10 to the outskirts of the top 10 in your system that you are infatuated by, he's not available to come up due to him being blocked in Everson, and you're able to get off of Gleyber Torres. This to me seems like it's a win-win on both sides. You would be getting more value than if you traded him to Kansas City, and the Yankees get off of Gleyber Torres. And these two prospects, yes, are highly touted in this system. There was no real spot for them. I believe the Yankees should pull this off. There are some other lower named guys, but Jazz Chisholm to me would be a perfect fit in pinstripes. Maybe not in terms of personality wise, but on the field, he has a swing that would be perfect for the short porch. He's gotten injured at times in the past, but he is now in a less injury averse position at second, and one of his only majority healthy seasons was at second base. You know what he did in that season? He became a fucking all-star. If Jazz Chisholm is healthy, he is an all-star caliber player. Possibly a borderline superstar caliber player. If that player is available and you do not have to give up the whole farm to get him, and he can help you win right now, this team is already must win. Juan Soto's not guaranteed to come back. Verdugo's on the last year of his deal. You have so many guys on this team that are on one-year contracts. And Hal Steinbrenner already said he doesn't want a $300 million payroll going forward. This is all or nothing. If I'm the Yankees, I'm going all in on this. You're also not hemorrhaging your future doing it. Giving up Chase Hampton and Everson Pereira, yeah, they're good prospects, but Everson Pereira has kind of aged out his top prospect status, which is part of the reason why he's not top 100. So that's a thing. He's blocked. And 2, Chase Hampton, he had a chance to make the team in spring training. Luis Heel beat him out, and I would probably put Clayton Beeter ahead of him at this point. These are guys that are not guys you would want to give up, but guys you should be willing to give up. And to get a guy who has far more production offensively than Gleyber Torres, is very versatile in the positions he can play, because he is an outfield. So if you needed to give Judge the DH, you could throw a Jahmai Jones at second and not play him in the outfield. You could play Jazz in center and then Judge as DH. A versatile upgrade that has all-star to borderline superstar potential that's not going to cost me anything. Sign me the hell up. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys have the same anger towards Gleyber Torres that I do? And do you think Jazz Chisholm is the right man for the job? Let me know down below. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like on this video. Subscribe if you're new. I don't know if I'm going to be doing a recap on the Mets series. It's just so short, and I already kind of told you some of it was like I could do one. I'm not 100% sure, but subscribe to see if I actually do, because if I do, you will not want to miss it. And peace.